Hey guys, this is Staten, and today I'll be playing Fate. I know that I'm a little late posting this video. I apologize about that. I'm gonna start getting things back on track to where I post right on schedule. Anyways, without further ado, here's the game. Okay, so like most games, you can design how your character looks, but since it's an older game, it's not as detailed. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to set the difficulty level as high as they can go, just to make the game a little more exciting. I had actually considered making this character similar to my character from Neverwinter, but after so long, I thought using a similar or the same build would be kind of boring for you viewers, so I decided to go about it a different way. I'm not entirely sure which way to go with him yet in terms of what I want him to be, but we'll go on from there. However, I'm going to keep the name the same.
Since oldest living memory, the dungeon gate has stood in the heart of the old wood. Its doorway leads to infinite possibility, to subterranean lands fabled in stories and myths. Many adventurers have passed over that ancient threshold, some to find fame, glory, and wealth beyond telling, and others never to return. The town of Grove has ever been a safe haven at the dungeon's mouth, a watering hole and resting place for weary adventurers. Here great tales are told by the inn's fire, journeys are planned, and legacies are made. The minstrels sing of the great feats of heroes long gone, and statues ring the square, a testament to their deeds. After traveling many hard and dusty days, you and your faithful companion arrive at last in the fabled forest town, which waits beneath the long shadow of the gate. Within these walls lies the path to infinite adventure. It is here that you will test your worth, and perhaps find fortune and glory along the way. It is here that you will determine your fate.
Tale of a great legendary dark phantom whose name is spoken in whispers. Eric Dumb, the Great. For centuries, it has waited on the 47th level of the dungeon, its evil seeping up toward the town. You must destroy it once and for all, and rid the world of its evil influence. It is your fate, adventurer. Will you meet it? Alright, now to start off here, it'll give you this menu that'll help you, but I'm not going to read through all that stuff. Also, the reason I highlighted those two buttons is because they allow you to run, and it'll tell you the names of the items that are laying on the ground. And that's your item inventory. What I'm going to do is, since I got the difficulty levels high as I can go, that means right when I first enter the dungeon, the monsters are going to be 5 to 6 levels higher than me, which is insane for a level 1. So what I'm going to do is take what minor items I have, every single one of them, including my axe, and I'm going to sell it. Then I'm going to buy a fishing rod and start fishing. Now, the fish, what you can do is you can feed them to your pet, and they'll temporarily turn your pet into a stronger creature. However, there are some fish that are actually hard to come by that'll actually do it permanently. But what I'm going to do for the most part is sell the fish for gold so I can buy the more expensive armor and weapons and equip myself so I'll be able to stand up to these enemies better, because I know I'm going to get slaughtered if I just step into the dungeon right now. Also, if you, in some cases when you fish, you can get special items. So, well, they're not all special, some of them are regular items, but there's, you'll see later on that the items will actually be color coded or highlighted in two different colors, or three actually. The ones that aren't highlighted at all are just the regular ones. The ones that are highlighted in purple are enchanted. The ones that are highlighted in green are the ones that are enchanted with unique powers. And the yellow highlighted ones are the legendary ones. The legendary ones you can actually get early in the game by fishing, much like how I'm doing. You may not be able to equip them because you won't be powerful enough, but you can sell them for a lot of money. Also, like Neverwinter, some of the weapons and items you can collect will not be identified, so you'll have to use a scroll or a book of identification. And likewise, there are scrolls and books for opening portals, because when you get down deep into the dungeon, you're not going to want to go all the way back up on foot. So what the portals do is they warp you right back to the village, and you can step through the portal again to take you right back where you left off in the dungeons. So right now I'm just going to the different shops, seeing what they have. If I didn't know better from some of these selections, I'd say the game is actually pushing me to be a wizard-like character. Which, now that I say that, I think I actually kind of am leaning toward wanting to be that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it's like to fish for a few times, but then after that I'm going to be at this for quite a while. To sell enough fish to get some gold, I'm going to have to be at this for maybe an hour or so, but I'm not going to subject you viewers to watching that completely, so I'm actually going to just stop the video, then I'll start recording when I'm done, and we'll continue on from there so I don't bore you guys. So I guess after this I'll see you all in a little while after I get done with this, with fishing one or two more times. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little while. And now we're back. I saved up enough, got some, as you can tell, I got a lot more gold than I had. And this is a treasure chest where you store items that you don't want to sell but you can't carry with you in your inventory. I've collected all these things. As you can see, I got 2 legendary items and a few uniquely enchanted ones. And the scrolls down there are actually spells, so yes, I did decide to go through through wanting to be a wizard, so I'm going to equip all these, and then I'm going to learn the spells. 2 of those spells happen to be the spell of identification and the portal spell. And now, since I'm going to learn those spells, that means I don't have to waste gold buying the books or the scrolls to either one of those 2 things. I could just use my magic to do it instead. Now I'm going to have to keep upping my charm spell skill, so that the more powerful the weapons or the deeper the dungeon I get to, I'll still be powerful enough to open portals and identify the more powerful items. So far I'm good to go. In fact, some of these items, such as some of those rings and necklaces, are also going to be equipped to my pet to make him stronger. As far as things are going, my stats, my power isn't going to be all that bad for a level 1. As you can tell, I got a ring in the very middle of the treasure chest, and it's not highlighted at all. It's because it's just a normal ring with no special powers, but you can take items like that and enchant them and give them powers. However, the higher level you are, the more powerful the enchantments are, so I'm gonna wait till my level is maxed out, and then I'm gonna start enchanting that item. Then it'll be very powerful. Yes, in case you're wondering, I made that ring on purpose, because it looks a lot like the Ring of Power from Lord of the Rings. I couldn't resist. My pet could use one more ring. Also, another thing is before you decide to descend in the dungeon, you can talk to the NPCs, and some of them will actually give you quests, which, like every other game, completing those quests, you'll gain experience faster. You can only have 3 quests at a time, so as soon as you complete a quest, I would run up to another NPC that has an exclamation mark and talk to them. I'm not powerful enough to learn those spells just yet, but once I up my magic enough, I'll be able to learn them. But at least I learned the portal spell and the identification spell, so that's a good thing. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Gotta collect the quest. If I didn't give you guys enough time to read through that, feel free to pause as you to read the quest if that's what you wish. one thing, some of these names, boy, would I stutter and stammer through them. Not to mention, I don't really want to bore you guys, so I'll just leave the reading up to you guys on this, if this is what you want or not. I'll just kind of read to myself, so just so I know what the quest required me to do. I guess I'm gonna go with the skeleton guy. For some reason, he intrigues me. Yep, 3 quests. So entering the dungeon.
You are fortified. You have sprung the trap. The quest is completed.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna return and get that item back.
Also, when you return quest items, if you find an item you like quest-wise, you can choose to keep it instead of returning it to the NPC. You just cancel out the quest once you obtain the item. However, even though that's an option, I don't normally do that because none of the quest items you collect are really that good. In fact, to be honest with you, you're lucky if the reward items are that good. I just usually sell those. But sometimes you may get lucky.
granted new skills. You have triggered a trap.
Use 2 points to power these up, and the remaining to power up my magic. I didn't want to use critical strike on both points on that, but I was gonna use one for the staff as well. Oh well. I can grow another level really quick.
Sprung the trap. You have triggered a trap.
Will need to be identified.
You have triggered a trap. You have triggered a trap. You feel refreshed.
How do you know how I feel? You don't know me.
You have gained in experience and skill. Your pack is full.
Well, I think. Oops. You can also transfer your items to your pet's inventory, and then you can send him off to sell the stuff in town, and he'll return to you. Now, you don't have to wait long near the beginning of the game, but the deeper into the dungeons you go, the further down you go, the longer you have to wait for him to return.
Your pet has departed. Your pet has returned.
You know, to level up again. Well, with the staff up that high, I guess I could just spell cast. I'll power.
pet has increased in power.
Okay, so I guess his stats will go up on their own. I don't power anything up on that. I believe we've explored pretty much everything in this part of the dungeon, so we can go down first. I'm gonna give myself a good start by selling this stuff.
Your pet has departed. Your pet has returned. A trap has been sprung.
Have I got a deal for you?
No. I will be more than happy to take this. So, this stuff too. Something here. And I think that's pretty much it.
Will you tempt fate?
Sure. As you pry the gemstones, a deep rumbling echoes from the ground. Garak Kagal, the improbably named, has been summoned to defend the statue. I'm easily amused if names make me laugh.
A trap has been sprung. The quest is completed.
Okay, now this is where the portal comes in handy. Instead of going all the way back up the dungeon, you can just bring about a portal. Now, if you're not going to be a wizard or have magic of any kind, you'll need a portal scroll or a portal book, which is equivalent to 10 scrolls.
You enter the
Now, I don't know about all of you, but to me, unless I got my information wrong, I think Fate was made before MMOs were a thing, and you know, like Neverwinter and World of Warcraft and all that. So to me, this is like a one or solo player version of those type of games. Only it's obviously older and doesn't have as many features to it. But I always thought, at the time I started playing this, I was into Japanese anime like Dot Hack-Sign, and I think that show actually came out before MMOs were also a thing, but it thought up the ideas. I kind of thought at the time this would be a cool thing if they made an online version of this, but that was back then when this game was still new, and I don't know how many people actually play this game anymore, if any. I'm pretty sure if they do play it, they probably play the sequels that came after it, but not so sure about this one. However, I still find it fun.
Oh, I went through the main door, didn't I? I should have gone through the portal. Oh well. Too late on my part. I don't know why I did that. Wasn't thinking.
Your pet has increased in power. You are overburdened.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do it. You get back there.
pet has departed.
Also, while I wait for my pet, I won't do anything specifically because I want my pet to kind of keep up with me in terms of gaining experience, and I don't want to keep jumping up levels while he remains behind.
Your pet has returned.
I think that would be foolish. You're a strong one.
Your pack is full. You have sprung a trap.
Alright, now
Your pet has departed.
Pacing back and forth.
Your pet has returned. You have been granted new skills. You feel healthy. A trap has been sprung. increased in power. You have gained fame. You are overburdened.
I'm no longer the unknown.
You have completed the quest.
Let's see what I bumped up to. I'm now Statin the Tolerated. And when you gain fame, you also get 4 skill points. Now... couldn't hurt if I did that.
You cannot carry anymore.
Actually, that one might be better for my pet than this one. You have been poisoned. Your pack is full. You cannot carry any more. Your pet has departed. Your pet has returned. You are overburdened. Your pet has departed. Gotta hold out till my pet returns. Don't want to take the experience away from him.
Your pet has returned.
Wait a minute. Wait, I just remembered. Yeah, I completed the quest. I should have returned already. Well, with that said.
You step into the portal.
Also, I forgot to mention, this one guy here I just walked past, he sells items too, but his items are kind of a gamble. They are unidentified items, whether they be weapons or armor. You do not know what they can do and what they can't do until after you buy them. They're very expensive. Sometimes the effects are worth it, and sometimes items you get from him have too many drawbacks or not the right effects you were looking for, and thereby it's not worth it. So it can either tip heavily in your favor, or you just wasted a lot of gold.
Your stamina is low.
And that's the video for today. I hope all of you enjoyed it. My name is Staten. Like, share, and subscribe, and you'll have yourselves a wonderful day.